Hey, it's Mark Adams here. Hope you're doing well. In honor of Father's Day, I've asked the team to put together a memory or a great story about their father and share it with you. So I'm going first. One of the things about my dad, he was larger than life. He was so passionate about his wife, my mother. He was very passionate about us kids growing up. I just can't imagine a better father than what I had growing up. I can't imagine. He was just an amazing man, and he just shared so many cool things with me. But one of the cool memories I remember, my dad loved to surprise us. And I remember when I was in elementary school and I was called to the principal's office, which is usually not good. And when I got there, my mom was up there signing the paperwork, and she had a very, kind of blank look on her face. She grabbed my hand and we walked outside, and when we opened up the doors and we went outside, my dad had this camper. And we weren't like we didn't have a ton of money, and it was this big, beautiful camper. And he said, "Come on, son, we're going to Disney World." And we opened the doors and my bags are already packed, and I opened them up and my clothes were in there, and there was a crisp $50 bill sitting on the top. And I mean, when you're a young man, that's a lot of money. And I just remember the big smile on his face, and he just said, "You know what, you guys have been good, we're gonna go have a great time." And those were just like a small snippet of what my father was to me. And I hope that it came across, but once again, this is just a little tribute to the man that I call my dad and I love the most.
Hi, I'm Lisa Adams, and this is my Father's Day memory. When I was about 18 or 19 years old, I decided to move from Florida to North Carolina. I packed up my truck, and my dad insisted on going with me, and we drove 17 hours, pretty much in silence because my dad was not a guy of a lot of words, and we got to North Carolina. We unpacked. I took my dad to the Greyhound bus station, and I found out about 10 or 15 years ago that he spent the next 24 hours on a bus with just tons of stops going all the way back to South Florida. I didn't realize how much that meant until really just this week. I was thinking about what memory I wanted to share. And, I would give anything to have those 17 hours back with my dad. He's been gone 19 years now, and I have so many questions that I wish I would have asked. But anyway, I'm glad he did that. He left me a really good memory. He showed up in a lot of quiet ways in my life, and each year I just miss him more and more. Anyway, that's my Father's Day memory. Happy Father's Day.
Hi, this is Chloe. I have countless special memories with my dad, so narrowing it down to one is tough, but here goes. I will never forget the summer I came home to visit family in Richmond after having spent my first year out of college living in Roanoke, Virginia. I brought my dog with me. I had gotten the summer prior, and he had gotten very sick all of a sudden, so I took him to an emergency vet while in Richmond to have him evaluated, and it turns out he had a very rare underlying autoimmune disease and was not likely to survive. Unfortunately, I had to return to Roanoke briefly for work, but my dad promised to check up on him at the animal hospital and keep me updated. And we did get the call that the most humane thing to do would be to end his suffering, so naturally I was devastated and I wasn't there. So my dad went in my place to comfort him in his final moments. And then after that, he took him home and he buried him, and he even made him a custom headstone that he engraved himself to honor his memory. So this is just a tiny testament to the great lengths my dad has gone to over the years to show me love and support. So thank you, Dad. Happy Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all the other dads out there as well.
This is Amy Baker, here to share with you today some of my favorite moments and memories with my dad in honor of Father's Day. My favorite place to spend time with my dad is at his river house on the Rappahannock River. We love to go down there for the weekends when we have time and just spend it with him. Our favorite moments down there are having Sunday supper with all of my siblings, my dad, and all of our children. We sit around the table for hours and just reminisce about good old times and all the trouble that we got into as kids growing up. When we're not at the river, my dad makes a habit of every Sunday afternoon between the hours of 4 and 6 coming by to check on his princess, me, and our little family. So this is his chair at my house. I always have snacks ready for him, usually crackers or cookies. We made these last night, and his favorite beverage of choice, and he will spend a couple of hours with us talking about everything he's already shared with me over the phone during the week, but hey, I love to listen to it again. But Dad, if you're watching, you better come get your drink before the ice melts.
Thank you for listening.